Few things of recent have generated more reaction and more attention among the masses than the adulterous scandal that Yul Edochie thrust upon the public space by declaring his marriage to his second wife. Because of the celebrity status of Yul Edochie, we have seen lots of claims, counter-claims, opinions, counter-opinions, speculations and suppositions rising from this particular incident. It is not that the act of infidelity is not a daily occurrence in our society today, but the pedestal the public has placed the person of Yul Edochie made his announcement of his adulterous alliance with his side chick, Judy Austin, reverberate so negatively across both his fans and those that don't even know him. As if that is not enough, as if he is charged or possessed with a self-destructive desire to sabotage his career, he keep making one blunder after another, one counterproductive actions after another. Guys, we have seen that these actions of his has fueled so much speculations and rumors against his person, and have ironically raised the status, the reverence, the regard, the love and affection upon his betrayed wife, May Edochie. But guys, we are going to see how the popular superstar and American celebrity Jay-Z advised him on the best course of action to restore his lost glory. Guys, first of all, let me remind us that Jay-Z is one of the most famous musicians in the world, and one of the few musicians that can authentically claim to be billionaires, and also one of the few musicians in the world that holds the status of owning empires, musical empires and business chains across the world. For a man of such wealth, such fame, such status, such political and social power, and such widespread of influence, to stick to his wife and proffer an opinion and advice on the issue of cheating is something worth listening to and worth reckoning with. That is why what Jay-Z said to this issue that Yul Edochie found himself in is something that every man in such a situation, and even the men that are contemplating to delve into such situation, should consider. Guys, let's hear what Jay-Z said to a man who, by fault or default, by omission or commission, by being seduced or by intentionally cheating on his wife because of his lustful desires. How does a man handle such a situation? A man who have accidentally, by mistake or by intention, managed to spoil the sacred garden or paradise of his own family, the peace of his own house, by his own hands. How should that man go about remedying it, salvaging the situation and restoring peace, trust, hope, love and happiness again in his own home? Let's hear what Jay-Z said to Yul Edochie. Please pardon me guys, I put the video here, but I got a YouTube strike. I had to pull it off the net, and using my voice I will say exactly the things Jay-Z said on that interview. It goes like this. The hardest thing is seeing pain on someone's face that you caused, and you have to deal with yourself. He was asked, what advice do you have for men who have caused pain in marriages? And Jay-Z replied, the best apology is changed behavior. Change behavior one. Then also, you have to acknowledge pain. You have to let that person have their say. You have to get on the floor, get on the mattress. You have to really walk to it. Really be honest, and no matter how many times it takes a while and it's hard, it's very difficult to hear, difficult to say, guys, at the end he said, because on the other side is beautiful. Guys, you've heard It's not that one will not make mistake. It is how you go about restoring, remedying, and then correcting your mistake that really counts, that really defines the kind of person you are. Jay-Z emphatically stressed on the fact that he had to be honest. You have to honestly acknowledge the damage you've caused, the pain you've caused your loved ones, and then honestly pursue restoration, pursue remedy and correction. When we hear somebody like Jay-Z talking like this, some men who does not understand may think that maybe Jay-Z is talking because he is in a difficult position. No, Jay-Z is a billionaire. He is not speaking from the point of financial weakness. He is speaking because of what he knew he is about to lose. He is speaking because he understands what is at stake here. This man is making this honest effort. He struggled. He fought for his family because he knows what is important in his life. And ever since he has restored peace and love in his family, the sky has been his limit. He has grown from grace to grace, but above all this, he has had peace. He has had a scandal-free life. He has had power of all types, and he has the support of those that are most important to him and those he cared most about. Now guys, one may wonder if Yul Edochie is not experiencing such. But come to think about it, what kind of support, what kind of love will Yul get from a former divorcee who managed to trap him into her bed, who already have children from another man? Can it be compared to a woman he met when he was a teenager, when both of them were very young? A woman he built his life with for more than 17 years. A woman that knew him when he had nothing and stood and stuck by him then. A woman that grew with him, that formed spiritual, emotional, and psychological bond with him. Please guys, can you compare such support system with that of a strange woman you just managed to see in your location or in your place of work for a brief fling, then you throw away all that you have in the past. You forget yourself, forget your identity and your past. You went ahead to embrace not just any woman, but a woman who have carried and bore the children of another man. A woman who has already tested another man as a wife. A woman who is already conditioned by a masculine influence of a husband before you. Now you go and sell your soul to such at the neglect of your family. Guys, this is one of the reasons people say make a man rich, then you see his true character. It is so sad that some men, when they make money either by luck or by grace, when they get promoted or catapulted into a better and more comfortable life, they begin to neglect, ignore and disregard their background, their support system, while they pursue flimsy, short span and fanciful gratification and pleasures. It is then they will begin to see faults in their wives that were not there before. It is then outside becomes sweeter than home, and the public lapse of a strange woman becomes more seductive and appealing than that of their faithful wives. And at the long run, all these short self-gratifications of the moment always land them in trouble. And when the so-called source of power, source of money, source of influence that is making them to behave like this expires or is taken or removed from them, you see them running back to that same old support system they initially rejected, ignored and disrespected. Why Yul Edochie's case is so painful to everybody is because of the manner with which he went about it. The pride, the high level of insensitivity and the disregard with which he went about it, and then trying to portray such as if it is a virtue is like rubbing salt to the injury of his already grieving wives and grieving fans. Guys, in all the rumors and news of Jay-Z's cheating scandal, Jay-Z never made any comment against his wife or in any way take any action that paints the wife in a bad way. And that made Beyonce, his wife, to be silent all through. It was a huge scandal, but even until today, no media house, nobody can outrightly say this is what Beyonce said. against her husband in this situation. Just as May Edochie is doing today, Beyonce maintained her dignity. She maintained her pride and silence. She pursued her career and tried as much as she can to not allow her husband's weaknesses and bad character to determine her destiny or her decisions in life. Even as we pray that the spell that Judy Austin has cast over Yul will dispel, so we also pray that Yul himself will have a tiny bit, a grain of decency and wisdom to do the right thing by restoring and showing that his wife of almost 2 decades is worth apologizing to for the pains he has caused her. It is our hope that one day this proud, pompous young man, who by the efforts and sacrifices of his wife has managed to wiggle himself into our hearts with love, but have also for one reason or the other destroyed it because of another woman, will come back to his senses and acknowledge the errors in his ways. Guys, we stop here for now. What do you think? Please let me hear your opinions in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, press the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I post a new video. Also, like and follow our Gist Quarter page on Facebook for more. Do have a lovely day, guys. Bye bye.